Part 3, Ron Hosen, January 15, 2009 investment strategy. From what I've been able to get from existing analysts using the lowest possible estimate, it may be that a company like Agrium, a fertilizer company that has retail outlets, may be generating $4 or $5 in free cash, sells for about 30. I haven't purchased that, but it might be worth looking at. The fertilizer stocks were very, very, very hot. They're very cold now. It's possible that one of them might be a good speculation. But wait till it goes down 20%, because almost everything that you could possibly buy has a good chance to go down 20%. So why take a chance? Just put in bids for stocks that you find attractive 20% below the market. I did that about 3 months ago. Didn't believe any of them would execute. Thought I was just cluttering up the computer screen. And half of them executed. But when they do go down like that, they could pop up. If they go down 20% and then pop 20%, as the market, as stocks generally did from November to the end of December, you have a good chance to get out of them with a huge gain. 25% is a wonderful year's work. There are probably areas that will never come back. Residential housing, of course, I've thought this in past years, but residential housing is probably not going to come back. I married a kind of conventional woman, not too bright, and she wanted to own her own home. I hated the idea of ever owning anything. But she was 19 years younger than I was, had a job, and wanted a home that would be paid off by the time she retired, and I would be dead. Sadly, she died 2.5 years ago. And I'm stuck with a home. We paid $132,000. As you can imagine, this is not luxury. Actually, it's a pretty decent home in a very, very crummy neighborhood. That was a trade-off. We didn't have a lot of money, so we bought it in a crummy neighborhood. So far, she, while she was living, and I, while she was living, and since, had been making payments for 6 years. I paid down $40,000 of the $125,000 loan. As far as I can tell, that $40,000 is gone. I don't even know whether I could get the loan balance. Loan balance is $85,000. I'm planning to default on the loan very soon, and see whether the government will bail me out. In any case, I suspect that there's going to be a lot of this. So housing will probably continue to go down. I mean, there's been nothing done. None of the plans had any idea of the magnitude of the overpricing of housing. So I think you can forget about ever buying a home builder in your lifetime. I believe 1/3 of all the retailers will go bankrupt. 1/3 of all the malls will be foreclosed on. There's too many retailers and there's too many malls. I go I've gone through some of the, near Westview, there's a nice shopping center where I go to a Kroger. You can tell the difference between a Kroger in a shopping center near Westview in Houston. That's a well-to-do area, and one in a more typical Houston area. In any case, there's massage parlors and restaurants and coffee shops. I mean, these things are going to be gone. This is when people feel rich and want to piss away their income instead of saving. So, these are not investments. I think the infrastructure stocks, when they go down, they've been pumped up. You know, infrastructure companies, the ones that actually get contracts, will have earnings from these probably in 2010. I think URS is a good one. Hopefully Stantec, which I said I bought it about 15 or 16. For my niece, it's 21. It'll probably go back to 16. If it does, it would probably be a good buy. Companies like ITT, it's 45. If it goes to 30, 32, 34, which it easily could. I mean, this is a company in a sweet spot. Water systems, maybe some aerospace. This would be a good company, but not at current prices. Wait till it looks like nobody will ever buy anything from ITT again. Caterpillar is an example of a company that will probably get some contracts. But my God, I mean, it's selling it, you know, the earnings estimates are probably twice what they ought to be. And the company is massively overpriced. But if it goes from 39 to 25, 27, it'd be a terrific buy. So would Emerson Electric. These are some examples. These are very fine companies. Companies with some debt. But if they get cheap enough, they'll be okay. Also, if Apache gets down, Apache Oil, APA, gets down to 60, and if Devon gets down to 50, I mean, they're going to earn $1 this year, $1.50. Buy them for the long term. Chevron, if it gets down to, say, 55, this would probably be a good long-term investment. Marathon Oil at 21. It's currently about 27. So, you get the idea. We're in a declining economy, in a declining world economy, and this is not going to turn around. And all the things that you know are not important and don't need, big, expensive houses that you can't leave because you got a loan on them and you can't get out of it and nobody will buy it. Retailers. These are things to stay away from. And the strong stuff, eventually, you know, we'll need some coal. BTU, Peabody. But not now, when it gets down to 15, 16 again. Good luck. If I change my mind, I will let you know.